I'm here with Helen from Long Lost Pensions.
Hello.
And Helen has been sharing some fascinating facts about pension plans. You were saying that somewhere around a quarter of people in the UK currently lose track of at least one pension plan taken out during their working life.
That's right. The Department for Works and Pensions estimate that around £3 billion worth of pensions remain unclaimed by employees.
That's an incredible amount.
It is, so you may very well have a pension pot that you didn't know about, which would make your retirement more comfortable than you thought it would be.
Why is it so hard to keep track of pensions?
Well, each time you move to a new job, there's a good chance you'll be put onto the company pension scheme. But even once we've moved on again to another place of work, that pension plan stays active. Now, the question is, who of us actually sends out a change of address card to previous employers?
Not that many.
And that's where the problem arises. People leave their employer, don't keep in contact, and so they're not receiving regular statements to remind them of old pensions. As a result, a high number of pension pots are simply lost in the system these days because the way that we work has changed.
In what way has it changed?
Well, the pensioners of today averaged around 5 to 6 jobs through their entire working lives, but what used to be known as a job for life has become something of a rarity these days. So a large proportion of workers today have already had that many jobs by their mid-30s.
So, I'm guessing that just keeping track of what they've signed up to must get complicated.
Exactly. Moving to another job or even moving home, it's easy to misplace documents or forget altogether about earlier financial arrangements. But just because someone has lost track doesn't mean they're not still entitled to every penny.
I suppose there's a temptation to believe that everything will be fine, that your state pension will be enough, and so people maybe don't pursue funds they may have paid into for a while at some point in the past.
There is, but people's priorities change over time. I always say to a new client, what lifestyle do you want when you retire? How much will it cost spread over your working life? And from there we can ensure that your pensions stay on track so you can have the life you're after. The important thing to remember is that even if you only put in a small amount now, it will accumulate in time and make a significant difference later.
So the sooner you get on top of these things, the better.
Without question. And the problem is only going to get bigger because at the moment automatic enrolment is coming into effect. In one way this is great news because it means that you don't have to do anything when you join a company. They'll put you straight into the pension plan, you contribute, your employer contributes, so that is great news. But on the other hand, this does mean that there are most likely going to be more people with small pension pots that they might lose touch with.
So it's going to be an increasing problem. Now, speaking of changes in the law on pensions, there's another new piece of government legislation which will make it easier for individuals to free up their cash if they choose from these funds, giving people more opportunities to make the most of what has been paid in. But often, as you say, all the information has been lost. So for anyone in that position, where would you advise them to start?
There could literally be thousands of pounds from pension plans sat waiting for you to access today. What's happened to it? Well, that's where we come in. Armed with the most basic information, Long Lost Pensions can uncover any fund you've paid into throughout your entire working life, even those you may have completely forgotten about. And once our searches are completed, we supply the client with a jargon-free report that explains what pension plans they have and their current value, making it possible for them to make the best decision of how to move their finances forward.
And secure their future.
That's what we're here for.
Well, there you have it. That nest egg you've been working towards may be a lot bigger than you thought. Thanks for watching.